Hello, Libra, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. So, Libras, what I'd like to do for you today is to give you a gypsy reading. And for brevity purposes, I've already shuffled the cards and assembled them. Okay. Now, in this reading, Libras, we're not going to focus on one specific aspect of your life. I'm going to share with you whatever it is that Spirit would like you to know within those cards as you see before you. Okay? Now, with these cards, they're slightly different from tarot, as you can see. Tarot usually has both an upright as well as an inverted interpretation with cards. With these cards, there are only 25 cards to the deck. Okay? And there are four possible interpretations, depending on the orientation in which the card or the picture um, falls. Okay, so we have the first two positions are usually the most weakest. I'm sorry, the most strongest. And as you descend to the third and fourth position, it gets a bit more of like a warning to you here. Some cards are not as ruthless as others, or pictures, if you will. But so let's go on and just see what we have here shown with the cards. If this reading resonates with you guys, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit, ladies and gentlemen. And be sure to press that subscription button so that you receive all future readings, all right? So let's start with this first picture here. We have the bear, all right? So having the bear there, that's actually, ladies and gentlemen, it falls in position 4. Okay, so with the bear, this card or picture is usually about work, our efforts that we apply, as well as the results that we expect. So with this card being in this position, Spirit is urging you not to pay homage or have hope in everything that you hear. Okay? Particularly the advice that might be given, and the advice might be unwarranted. Spirit says trust your intuition and do what's best for you, Libras. The key is to get rid of what's stressing you on your own terms here. That's what this message here is saying. Let's look at your next picture here. We have the ship. All right. So with that ship there, that falls in position 3. So with the ship, ladies and gentlemen, it's certainly all about travel, of course, as you would imagine, excitement, adventure, and money. So what I'm getting here is that for those of you who have contemplated or planned a trip, particularly during this time period in question, this is a time period where you're most likely go, or if you're contemplating traveling, this seems to be a favorable period for you guys. And it looks like wherever you go is not going to be. It looks like it's not going to be a short distance. It's going to be far away. I'm kind of getting, and I see that if you do decide to go, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have a great time. All right. Keep in mind, Libras, if this reading is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button so that you receive all future readings. So let's go on and just look at your next card here. We have the Sun here. So with that here, ladies and gentlemen, it falls in position 4. So this card in this position is all about one's heart seems to have frozen or cold in some sense here. So during this time period, rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, I see you. It looks like many of you are going to be feeling an emptiness in some aspect of your life. It could be romantic, it could be financial, it could be work related, okay? Or And this feeling I'm getting, it seems to be a very worn out feeling. Perhaps you've been feeling this way for some time here. And I'm hearing the song, Don't Worry, Be Happy. Okay, so that's what Spirit wants you to know. And I feel that also many of you will suffer. It seems like you guys are suffering from self pity. Okay? And your attitude is going to be a bit crabby, Libra. So you might want to consider modifying that. And to do that, you should avoid confrontations and take time out for yourself. Maybe you need to take a more introspective look at things to determine your best course of action. Let's look at the next picture here that we have. We have, ladies and gentlemen, the handshake. And with the handshake there, it falls Libra in position one. So it looks like that, Spirit is saying that you certainly have a strong friendship with someone, and that bond will continue to support you even if it's until the rest of your life here. It could also involve someone with whom you live, okay? Or just someone, whom you find that is very prominent in your life here, I'm getting, okay? Let's go right along, ladies and gentlemen, and just examine our next picture here that we have here. We have the boy, all right? So having a boy there, that falls in position three, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like you're going to certainly have an opportunity to establish new friendships, new relationships, or to reacquaint yourselves with someone from whom you've been estranged. Okay? And since this card, boy, of course, it represents immaturity, it represents youth. So rest assured that this person, for some of you, might even be a bit naive or younger. Okay? Let's move right along and look at the next picture here that we have. We have the rooster. All right? So if having with that picture here, it falls in position four. So this rooster, of course, roosters, they get up early in the morning. Of course, I'm from the country, so I've been woken up awakened more times than I could imagine. But it is all about news that kind of makes you or wakes you up in some way. Spirit is saying you'll certainly get back on track and start handling things that it looks like that you guys have been procrastinating and you've been putting off a lot of things that you really need to move forward. Okay? Let's go on and look at your next symbol here that we have. We have here, let's see. Okay, we have these scales here. So with having the scales, ladies and gentlemen, that's giving me a strong indicate. Well, actually, we have completed all of the cards here. So we're going to go on and just look at your last card here. Okay? So we can get back to, we're going to revisit the scales here just to show you your card. This is your last card. So this is the overarching summary, like and then it summarizes everything that precedes it, what you can actually expect to occur. Okay, so we have that heart there. All right, and with that last card, all of the cards are in position one here. So it shows that your happiness for some of you, seems to dwell within someone that you already love or that you have loved, I'm getting. But Spirit said it certainly depends on reciprocation here. Because I'm getting that some of you might be more infatuated with someone than what he or she might be now towards you. And if you want this person, Libra, you are urged to be more loving and to make yourself more attractive to get whatever it is that you want. Spirit says do whatever it takes to get noticed. This could be a new person whom you like, but this person it also could be a person um, that many of you might like or whatever, but that person is unaware that you do here. So, again, You have to express your feelings. Keep in mind, Libras, if this reading is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button, okay? So, okay, now you have the fox here. So, that certainly shows some sense of deceit that is in your situation here. It seems that someone is deceiving you. I'm feeling a shorter person here. And this person, for you gentlemen out here, this person might have like two-tone color hair, reddish. I'm feeling for some of you. I'm feeling, seeing a shorter person I'm getting. Someone is cheating or someone is using drugs or doing something dishonest which will affect you in some way. And it doesn't have to be a romantic, it could be a child that's deceiving you in some way. So just, look at your situation to determine, of course, if you've been thinking about that, someone is cheating on you, Libra, then rest assured they are. Okay. All right. And Spirit is telling you that this person certainly should not be trusted. So now I'm going to go on and get right back to the scales here, which I had started to give you some indication of the interpretation here. Despite whatever challenges that you guys are going to be experiencing, Spirit said good will outweigh evil. Only, Libras, if you stay true to your beliefs. Okay? Next and final symbol we have, or picture, we have that owl. So with having that, I'm gonna have to further emphasize. I'm seeing some type of problems with immediate projects um, that you guys are crafting, or you might be inclined to make some type of financial decision here, but it's an investment. But it seems to be that it might be a bit risky. So avoid risky investments during this time period. You might want to reevaluate your project and don't make definite decisions during this time period, Libras. It seems that, your project is not going to be a complete failure, but it's just that this is not the right time to put it out there, if you will. So wait until this time period is over and wait until more favorable vibrations are, you know, in your environment. So this is the reading, ladies and gentlemen, with uh, these Russian cards. So what I like to do is just to give you, Libras, 4 closing messages using my other Oracle deck here. And with these cards, ladies and gentlemen, I'm simply going to give you messages on how you might be a bit more loving, how you might embrace a bit more resilience, be kind, and just any other types or kinds of idealism, okay? So Spirit, give me 4 messages to share. Libras, I currently have an active $15 coupon displayed on my website, which you can apply to any of the readings shown there, or you certainly can send me an email and we can certainly craft one based upon your requests. Okay, so it seems like we already have a few cards that are trying to get our attention here. So, with that said, let's go on and just see what they are then. Okay, I'm actually going to read them all here. Spirit wants you to know that every emotion carries a message. Witness, honor, and learn from your feelings. We want to interpret the signals that our emotions are always sending us. We want to fully feel our feelings without over identifying with them. Feel them and release them. Love them. Don't try to possess them. Next message. Wow. Reflect before you react. And it seems to be, further echoing the message regarding, again, a project, ladies and gentlemen, that it seems that many of you are trying to launch, but you're launching a bit haphazardly. Okay? So, when we live Libras a bit more reflectively, we operate less reactively. And this also involves confrontation. It says that in your reading that you should avoid confrontation at all costs. Okay? With every meditation or earnest question, with each honest prayer, giving blessing or intimate conversation that we have with ourselves or each other. The heart gives us confirmation about how massively beautiful life really is. Next message, Libras. Spirit certainly wants you to slow down. All right? In order to see the whole picture, we have to slow down. We have to be still to actually reflect on what might be true about what's happening. Reflection is certainly a hard practice. Next message. Spirit really wants you to leave the past where it is. In the past. A strong mind focuses forward, Libra. Next message. Undo yourself. Spirit wants you to understand, Libras, that self acceptance will be the undoing of you. The undoing of identifies, the undoing of identities that are terribly false or too narrow, even the spiritual ones or the socially applauded achieving ones. You will be called to unlearn heaps of dogma. You will be invited to forgive the seemingly unforgivable and to abandon things that you spent a long time constructing. You will have to navigate in the world with fewer operating principles, fewer laws, and more. Ah. So, Libras, this is your reading. I certainly hope it offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share, send over your comments, and bye for now. Thanks a lot for your time.